So let's get this show on the road. Hi, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back. Doo-doo. Hi, my name is Sharifa here at the Nubian Review, where we talk about books, planning, journaling, creative journaling, anything that I want to talk about pretty much. Previously, I did a video on, like some of my journals that I kind of work out of. And so this collection was not part of this. This is part of my I Am America series. And every month, what I do is I choose a topic to focus on. Now, May is Mental Health Awareness Month. And for May, I do want to focus on, and this whenever you see this video, but this is what I'll be sharing with you guys in May. But the goal of this platform, of this particular series, I Am America, is to talk about things that me as an American, what I deal with, and some of the things that I like to explore. Mental health is one of them. These journals are a collaboration between Knock Knock and I think I forget the name of the subsidiary company, the actual publishing company, but Knock Knock is a smaller publishing company, women owned, and basically what they do is they do health and wellness and mental health journals that have all these beautiful prompts and stationaries. This collection right here, I discovered this collection a few years ago, but I never was really into prompt journaling. I've always was freestyle, more of a creative twist. I like doodling, putting paint and everything. But, over time, I really got into, using prompts for journaling. So I want to share this with you guys today. So what we'll be doing is going over some of the Knock Knock journals that I have collected. And I actually want to start off with the ones that I am working out of now or have worked out of. And then we will get to the rest of the journals in this great stack. So the first journal that I ran across, which really introduced me to my journey with Knock Knock, is the I'm So Freaked Out journal. So I got this a while ago. And basically, I Am So Freaked Out is a journal where you talk about, things that are going on that upsets you or freaks you out. It can be climate change. It could be sitting in traffic. It could be just about anything, right? You write it down and you basically just leave it out there. Don't hold it in, because a lot of times when we hold our grievances in, we end up taking it out on people who have nothing to do with the situation. Well, climate change is one of those. That's a different argument. But I want to read you some of these prompts. I'm not going to share the prompts with you that I have already finished, but I will share with you just some random prompts. So how the journal is utilized is that it has like a quote. And on the other side of the page, it gives you just a basic prompt. And the one thing I love about these Knock Knock journals is that this will be the same prompt every day. So this is the pondering question you give yourself, right? So let's read this quote. To think you can change your life by changing its outward condition is just like thinking as I did as a boy, that by sitting on a stick and taking hold of it at both ends, I can lift myself up. That's funny. Leo Tolstoy, one of my, he's a good author. So the basic prompt, pondering question. Why am I so freaked out today? And so what it does is it goes through that same prompting question throughout the entire journal. And so it has levels. It says today's stress level, boiling hot, fire, a bomb, an explosion. Now, I always want to recommend that, like, if you keep filling this journal out and you're at an explosion or you're at a bomb, because fires you can put out depending on how big they are, right? Steaming, you know, I think it's temperamental. But if you find yourself on these last two levels frequently, you probably want to reach out to a mental health professional. Here's a good one. You may not control all the events that happen to you, but you can decide not to be reduced by them. Maya Angelou. That is so Maya Angelou. And so once again, it asks you the same prompt. So this entire book is dedicated to asking you that question, like, why are you so freaked out today? And you will actually come to some conclusions that, you know, I either need to work on how I react to certain news or events in my life, or, you know, I need to put myself in different type, you know, like in different surroundings, so I won't have all of these constant explosions. But I love this journal. I've used it maybe 3 times when crazy things have happened, but not a lot, because I don't know. I think just the type of person I have, I am. I just, when I'm grad the journal, I'm proud. But I do a lot of journaling in other journals. So sometimes I'm able to just, you know, express how I'm feeling right then and there. But this knock knock journal, if you're not a frequent journaler, but you know, you want to express like some of the things that are going on, any ills you have, this is a good option. Now, the second one I've used on a frequent basis is my I Am Perfectly Imperfect. And actually, this is the one at the time of this video that I am working in now. I do want to explore all of them. That's why I chose them. But I'm going to get halfway to this one because I only do a page a day. I know, you know, sometimes, you know, I have the urge to do more, but one page, not even one page a day, but like maybe once or twice a week. So in this journal, it explores, you know, basically giving yourself grace. That's what I'm going to say, giving yourself grace. So let's read this quote right here. One of the best rules of the universe is that nothing is perfect. Perfection simply doesn't exist. Without imperfection, neither you nor I would exist. Stephen Hawking. How am I embracing my perfectly imperfect self today? Love it. And then right here it has your level of acceptance. And it's really about accepting who you are, right? Mm, mm. Y'all can excuse me. I'm drinking my morning Joe. I can honestly say for myself is that I don't try to be perfect. I try to learn from previous lessons and be better, you know, when that situation may arise again, if it does. And accepting, you know, that I am not perfect. I think I accepted that a long time ago, but here's a good one. A jewel's just a rock put under enormous heat and pressure. Mm. She's an author too, Judy Peacock. And how are you embracing your perfectly imperfect? I am okay. You're not okay. And that's okay. I like this one. Um, that's pretty. And one thing I do like is that the pages are thick enough so you can do like mixed media on it. Some painting, some markers, whatever. Even washi, or you know, you can just doodle on it, express how you feel. The lines are light enough, so you don't actually have to use words. You can put a sentence and then just, you know, draw how you're feeling. So there's no set rule for how to use, you know, well, journals in particular. You use them how you want to use them, but that'd be a good idea. And I may do one of my pages like that and share with you all. So let's get on to the next one. Now, this stack right here, I have not explored these journals yet, but I have flipped through them to see them. So let me go to the one. I like this one. I am kind of awesome. And this journal, basically, you know, and what I do love about this company. Oh, one of my cats visited me. Hi, Mama. How you doing? Mm. Normally her sister jumps down and join me. This is very rare that she makes an appearance. Can I help you? Huh? I need my books. I'll let you get them soon. Come here. Oh, come on. I know. Thank you for visiting me though. I'm kind of awesome. So let's look at this one. Love the color. I love the ombre effect on all the journals. That is something new for this particular edition. So let's look what we have. It's saying I'm the most important person in the lives of everyone I know and a good number of the people I never met. And that is being optimistic about yourself and your spirit, knowing that you're a good person, right? When you know that you're a good person, you know that every encounter you make is a blessing and a lesson. So that's the greatest form of gratitude, but also just loving yourself, right? Why am I kind of awesome today? And so it has my awesomeness grade for today: A, A minus, A plus, A plus plus. And like I said, these pages are thick enough for mixed media. I don't know the GSM on it, but this would be a good space, even to give like to a young person, right? Um, for them to have this exercise once a day for self-awareness. This is a great tool. Let's read another one. I always said I was like those round bottom circus dolls. You know, the dolls you can push down and they'll come back up. I've always been like that. I've always said, no matter what happens, if I get pushed down, I'm going to come right back up. Oh, I love that. See, I'm falling in love with this right here. I'm not gonna break out into a journal spree, but this is why I love this journal set. And so, like I said, the beautiful thing about this is that you're using the same prompts, the same pondering questions. Why am I awesome today? You know, this is really good. This is good. So I think I would do a setup for you guys, but not on this particular video. I will have to dedicate a video to doing one because I want to take my time to do it right. So let me use this one and let me do that one last. I'm going to keep my heart open. And so, once again, Ombre Effect. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Let's read this one. I like him. I love his book. Yeah, his story is very interesting. Live on, survive from the earth give, for the earth gives forth wonders. It may swallow your heart, but the wonders keep on coming. Salam Rashid, great writer. Check out his work. I'm going to keep my heart open today. And then at the bottom it said today's level of full-hearted open heartedness. And then it has the heart with the eyes, the X's over the eyes. You got the heart with the like snooze, like I'm bored. You got the heart that is happy, and you have the heart that is extremely happy. Once again, the same prompting question on the side. And then the quote, it says, when it's over, I want to say, all my life, I was a bride married to amazement. That's beautiful. And so, Mary Oliver, great actress. Love that. These are what I say, the prompts that they have in here are exceptional. I can actually just do a video just reading the prompts, but I'd rather for you to go get the book and you will love it. Let's get to the last but not least. Come on, Simba. Y'all give me a minute. I'm gonna have to pause my camera. All right, getting back to this video. I don't know if this is going to be a part 2 or if I'm going to just sum it up. But I am humble, in my humble opinion. This one is the one that I will be working on the next one. So in my humble opinion, talking about exercise and humility, which I think we all need some, right? And it asks you, the pondering question is, why people are like that today? So let's read one of these quotes. Every year, back spring comes with the nasty little birds yapping their fool heads off, and the ground is mocked up with arbutus. Well, being a bird lover, I don't know. Yeah. So the question asks today's definitive conclusion about humanity, and then it gives you a thumb down. There's hope. It's okay. We're doing a good job. And so it repeats it throughout the book. Human beings are having let me rephrase it. Human beings who are almost unique in having the ability to learn from the experiences of others are also remarkable for their apparent disinclination to do so. Douglas Adams. Do I know who? Who is he? I gotta look him up. Why people are like that today? Once again, it asks you. You give it a rating on humanity. Let's see. Since I no longer expect anything from mankind except madness, meanness, and mediocrity, egotism, cowardice, and self-delusion, I have stopped being a misanthropic. Irvin Langton. I got to figure out who that person is too. And then they ask you the same question. So throughout this, it gives you, in my humble opinion, and it allows you to reflect on humanity as it is. And so I thought I would just bring this journal collection to you and through Knock Knock. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the description in the label, and hopefully you'll be able to go and check them out for yourselves. This is what I got when I ordered them. I ordered this from the company directly. So I did not get this off of Amazon or anything like that. I actually went to Knock Knock website and I purchased the books. And this was a while ago. And when I purchased these books, they were on sale like 60% off. The last time I checked, they were like 30% off. So always check for the sales. I'm a big sales gal, but also right here, it gives you an extra 20% off your first order if this is your first time ordering from them. And if you have ordered from them but ordered through, I guess, what's it called, Amazon, that's not the same. Ordering from the actual company gives you the 20% off. So visit knockknockstuff.com/scoop. So I'm going to leave that information in the description along with the list of journals. I don't know if I'm going to put the links down. If I can find them, I will. But here are 2 other journals. God, I can't sleep. So for those who have, like, I guess, insomnia, that'll be a good journal for you. And I'm so going to crush my goals. That's a nice one. I would like to actually explore that one. I would. So I may. So we'll see. But yeah, I thought I would bring that to you today for my mental health and wellness chat for the month of May. Hopefully, I've given you something that you will look forward to looking into. And if you have checked out one of these journals, do you mind letting me know which one you checked out? If you plan on checking them out, I am not a sponsor for the company, but I just thought that this right here is something that I feel everyone can benefit from, is a prompting journal to express their feelings. And so yeah, so then we have knock knock. So thank you for stopping by, and hopefully you'll come back soon. I have other series in the month of May for mental wellness, book recommendation, painting projects. I even have a recipe that I plan on cooking and sharing it with you guys. It's for mental clarity. One of the cookbooks that I was going through. So hopefully you'll come back and catch that one. So I'm America. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.